Everyone, my name is Ashley Morris. This is my PowerPoint, a little bit about me, my hobbies and family, and my short story. I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm 25 years old. I moved out to Knoxville when I was 19. Um, I love hiking, being outdoors, and being with my family. I have a couple pictures of it's me, my son, my sister, and my cousin. We went on a 5K race out in Nashville, Tennessee. Underneath it is a picture of my 7-year-old son. I took him out to the bluffs out in Knoxville. We love doing outdoor stuff. Um, Next to it's a picture of me. I'm sitting on a bridge. I have one cat. His name is Tit. My dad named him. He's one of those animals that my dad didn't want at first, but ended up loving. And Tit came out of, I don't know, he started responding to it more. I am a godmother to a 5-month-old. Um, she is so precious. It's my sister's only child. But yeah. So for my short story, I wanted to talk about my first ever ghost experience. Um, Over to the left, I have a picture. This is the only picture that we could find. Me and my sister couldn't find pictures that we took in this house. This is off Google Earth. The town is called Arlington, Tennessee. It's about 30 minutes outside of Memphis. And we posted on the page if anybody could had any pictures, because this picture is from 2008. So yes, this was the only picture that we could find. We moved into this house when I was about 9 or 10-ish. So I was still a kid. My sister was 14, 15. The first experience in that house that we had was, so how the house is built, you walk in, the attic is not on the ceiling. It's a wooden attic door with wooden stairs that go up into the attic. The first thing we saw when we moved in was there was a small child's recliner chair turned to some window. I should have said before, nobody had been in this house. It used to be an old winery. And there was a lady, she owned it at the moment, but she lives in a retirement home. And the town at that moment, which they already tore the house down, the town at that moment, they were trying to condemn the house, so we were living there while all that was going on. I want to say the house was built in the 50s or the 60s. It was very old, but so the attic door, there's an attic door, stairs going up. There was a child's recliner chair with a dead squirrel in a box, like decomposing bones right next to the chair. And where the chair was faced, it was staring out the window. Creepy vibes, but we didn't think anything of it at the moment. Me and my sister, the house had 3 rooms, 1 bathroom. Me and my sister, we shared a room when we first moved in. We had bunk beds. This is about a couple months after we moved in. So we had bunk beds. My bed was on the top, hers was on the bottom. I woke up the next morning and I was on the floor, which didn't think anything of it. I could have been sleepwalking, anything could have happened. That same night, I'm up in the bed. Me and my sister, we used to joke around all the time, make fun of each other, who's on the top and bottom bunk. I look over, and if I'm looking down, my hair's supposed to be falling. My hair was flowing up. Creepy, scary, we're kids, like, that happened. Nothing happened for a couple months, and I ended up moving into the room that was next to me in my sister's old room. This room was where the attic door is, and the room had a glass door that was between the living room and my room. There was one night my dad was watching TV. I went in there and sat on the couch. We're sitting on the couch watching TV, and we just see this like grayish, clear, white, I don't remember, orb go across the room, and our arms just goosebumps raised. That just gave me more answers. That just gave me more answers to something may be going on. Some type of spirit. I don't know what. That scared me. So there were many nights in the room that I was in that the attic door would be cracked open, and I knew that I shut it. It had a lock on the outside of it. was creepy, but it would be cracked open. There was a night I was laying down in bed and something whispered in my ear. I'm a kid, didn't think anything of it. Woke up again and heard the same thing. Um, that same night, this was the final and last experience. After that, we moved out after a couple months because we were just getting so much bad, like, energy living in that house, bad juju, everything. I'm really glad they tore it down. But that same night, after the whole orb incident, uh, and after I heard whispering, I went and ran into my dad's room. He had this small, I don't know where he got this thing from, this small TV. It had one of the big backs on the back of it, but it was tiny with little antennas that stuck out the top. This just flickered off one night. I'm laying in the bed on my back. A swarm of black flies just hit me straight in the face. I remember I was doing this. I look up and again, said the house used to be an old winery. In the doorway of the kitchen in my dad's room, there's a silhouette of somebody in a collared shirt with a belt, and they had work pants on. I swear, I screamed. I was terrified. But again, after that, we ended up moving out because of all the bad energy and everything that we were dealing with while living there. But yeah, that's my short story. This house doesn't exist anymore. Thank you.